All right, here we go. Question number 12 from our 0314 homework number 5 in MyLab Math. And the instructions say simplify. And so what we have here, we have another case of a complex fraction where we have a fraction over a fraction. And I've recopied the problem over here just the way it looks. And now I'm going to maximize my screen because there's a lot of writing, okay? So the hardest part about this particular problem is having to write all this crap down again, okay? What I want you to notice here is that we have a fraction divided by another fraction. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to unstack that. I'm going to say the first fraction, again, just recopying the first fraction. And then remember this fraction bar here in the middle, that means divided by, and then I'm going to recopy the other fraction. And again, the hardest part about this whole problem is having to write everything down. It just takes so long to rewrite everything. Now then, now that I have it unstacked and I see that I have division with fractions, this is going to remind me that this is a KCF problem, okay? Division with fractions, you're going to keep, change, flip. KCF, keep, change, flip. And we're going to factor on the fly. Now, each one of these pieces of the fraction, like this numerator, that's a trinomial. That is a standard trinomial. And I have 4 of those that I'm going to go through and factor. So here we go. First trinomial, if I read the signs, minus makes them different. X and x to make x squared. And then I'm going to need numbers that multiply to make 32, that subtract and make negative 4. Well, 4 times 8 is 32. And I need that 4 to be negative. So that's going to be 4 minus 8 to make negative 4. Okay? 1 down, 3 to go. Next, in the denominator, I have a minus, makes the signs different. X and x to make x squared. And now I need numbers that multiply to make 28, that subtract and make negative 3. Okay? So what multiplies to make 28? 4 times 7 does. 4 times 7 is 28. And since I need negative 3, it's going to have to be 4 minus 7. That makes negative 3. Okay, now remember we're doing the keep, change, flip. So I'm going to change division to multiplication. And now this fraction is going to flip. So the denominator is going to become the numerator. And remember, I'm going to factor on the fly. So minus at the back makes the signs different. X and x to make x squared. What about numbers that multiply to make 14, that subtract and make negative 5? That's going to be 2 and 7. 7 times 2 is 14. And remember, the 7 has to go with the minus because I need it to be negative 5. Okay, here we go. Last time. Now the numerator is going to become the denominator. Now if I read the signs, I have a plus at the back, which means I have to look at the first sign, and that's what they both are. So if there's a plus at the back, the signs are the same, and they're both whatever the first one is. X and x to make x squared. And now I need numbers that multiply to make 12, that add and make 8. And I think that's going to be 2 and 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 plus 2 is 8. And now that I've F'd it all up, I factored it all up, now I'm going to go through and cancel any common factors top and bottom. So I see I have an x plus 4 top and bottom. I have an x plus 2 top and bottom. Hey, look at this. X minus 7, even though they're not in the same fraction, if it's top and bottom, I can cancel those out. And so the only thing left in the numerator is the x minus 8, and in the denominator is the x plus 6, and that's where you have to stop. Remember that you cannot cancel these x's because they are terms. The x plus 4s, remember those can cancel because they're factors. They're being multiplied by other stuff. These x's are not being multiplied, so you can't cancel them. So this is my final answer. And now if I shrink that back down, hopefully that's going to check out. Let's see here. In MyLab Math, x minus 8 over x plus 6. Fingers crossed. Bam. Man, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those in the comment section below, or you can text me. And thanks for watching.